This week on the channel, I'm test driving the Model Y Performance over at Tesla Nottingham. Great looking vehicle. I've got a Model Y. This wasn't available when I bought my Model Y. Has dog mode, like most Teslas, but they don't come with dogs. Great looking vehicle. Let's put it to the test. Hey, and welcome to Tesla Dave. Now, I've just arrived at Tesla Nottingham. I've booked in two tests this week. One is a Performance Model 3 and the other is a Performance Model Y, hopefully, although I've done it online, so let's hope it's not a standard model. If not a problem. We always like a Tesla. So I thought I'd bring you with me on the test drive. So we're here at Tesla Nottingham. Let's go and test drive the Model Y. So whilst I wait to be sorted, let's have a look around the showroom. One thing you noticed, that all Model 3s. I'll be test driving one of those next week. But for the time being, let's have a quick, they always look so shiny. I've got a Model 3 Performance and I'm just debating whether to swap it from Model 3 Performance or Model Y Performance. So let's try the Model Y on a test run first. So there she is, looking beautiful in my favourite colour as well. I love the wheels on these things. I just think it's peak design for the Tesla Model Y. Look at it, it just stands out performance. Amazing. Okay, so let's get inside and let's give you my verdict on how she drives. Okay, so in the Model Y Performance, everything is as it should be with a Model Juniper. The only thing different is obviously the better gripping seats, and but everything looks familiar. The slightly better screen here, I believe it's a better kind of resolution, but nothing you notice really. Steering wheel is the same. Everything looks familiar. So how does it drive? Let's go. Let's see what all this is about. Let's make sure we're in what we're all here for, is the insane mode. I just love that name, insane. It kind of makes you want to do naughty things, doesn't it? Imagine going on a first date and saying, well, that's great, I've really enjoyed our Ruby Murray, our curry. And because I'm that kind of guy, nothing flash, but let's go insane now, your place or mine. But yeah, it's just a great, let's take a left here. It's just a great expression, and it's typical kind of Elon Musk, isn't it? So at the moment we're driving on kind of wintry conditions here in Nottingham. Now the first thing I noticed compared to my all-wheel drive Model Y is that it feels a bit heavier on the wheel, but that would be the massive alloy wheels that it has on. But at the moment it just feels a bit more not as responsive because it's heavier basically, isn't it? So at the moment we're having to adhere to the speed limit. Look, thank you, I'm doing 24 miles per hour in a 30, so at the moment I'm on the side of the gods, but the little devil in me is waiting to come out. But just doing this kind of regular drive at the moment, does it warrant the huge amount that you have to pay for the performance badge? I think even on the lease deals it works out quite expensive. Possibly not, but I do like the seats. They're very comfortable, but I suppose you could purchase those as an accessory from numerous suppliers, none of which sponsor the show, so we won't mention any of them. But if you are looking to sponsor me, then please do write in. Happy to look at any offer, because I'd rather like a new 360 camera, to be honest, and something to fund that, because as I say, this is just a hobby. Anyway, I'm waffling on. You're here for the car, not my personal finances. So at the moment, all good. It's very familiar. There's a little bit of a pickup there. Oops, we got slightly over the speed limit, but Lord, I won't show that on screen. Don't want to show the evidence, do we? But, yeah, it's a nice place to be, as usual. You've got great views all around the vehicle. I wonder what the sound system's like. Let's put some music on now. Let's
24/7 Capital Dance.
Well, to be honest, apart from a choice of music there, which was completely random, it more or less sounds the same as the current Juniper. The only thing I don't like about my current Juniper, and you know I love it, here's a picture of it now, is the wheels always feel a bit small when you look at it from the side. Like it's waiting to house something bigger, whereas this is housing it bigger. And I think the Juniper Model Y was actually designed to look at its peak with the performance. It's a very handsome, good-looking car. And you've got all the benefits of massive room in the back, a huge boot, class leading, a great charging network. I mean, this is why you can't fault a Tesla. I recently reviewed a BYD, and that review will be shown at the, you can click on that at the end of this episode. But yeah, you just can't beat Tesla, and this is peak Model Y in terms of looks. Just can't get over how heavy it feels when, but then hold on, I just remembered we can go into how the steering wheel feels, can't we? So steering, if I go into dynamics, so at the moment accelerator insane, standard so ride handling is sport. If I put it into standard, does that make it feel a bit? Not really. It's still the same. Traction control, auto, steering, there we go, light. There we go. That's what I'm used to. I like a bit of light steering. I'm getting old and the muscles aren't to what they used to be. Imagine those days before power steering, when you drive old classics and they're like, even an old humble Opel Vauxhall Chevette. So now I'm happy. Now it feels a little bit heavy, but just sticks to the road. Now we've got 70 now, so let's slow right down. We're in insane lane. We're slow right down. Like I should be wearing a cap on, in my 60s, and now and the Nissan Leaf is going to overtake me, and the Nissan Leaf thinks, how come I'm overtaking a Model Y performance? There he goes. Because I'm going to do this. Oh, there's breakfast, lunch, and yesterday's supper coming up. Wow. I've never had an orgasm, but if I did, I imagine that's what it feels like. And that is absolutely insane. I'm going to put that in big captions every time I say insane. Insane. That will please the editor. No, that really is. Honestly, puts a smile on your face and makes you want to do naughty things. It makes me want to wear a gimp mask and a leather studded G-string for some reason. And then visit a nunnery. Oh, Tiger, brace yourself. I can't believe I said that. YouTube will ban me. Editor, edit that out. Just stick to me saying insane. I bet he doesn't. He doesn't like me very much. Right, so again, we're on a dual carriageway, just going into one that is insane. I do love this. So it's just like my Juniper, apart from I've got the nice white interior. I do think the white and this red is the best, but actually, you know, when you're looking kids around, I think it does get very dirty very quick. So from this point of view, I think this dark it's a bit more manly, isn't it? Less heterosexual, a bit more heterosexual, less metrosexual, if that's a thing. Apparently the younger generation is. The white interior makes me want to relate to being a cat or something. I don't know what I'm talking about, 120 genders. In my day, there was only 2, but hey, there was only 3 channels as well, and no internet. So things progress, don't they? But no, all in all, this is absolutely beautiful. Is it worth the extra though? That's what I've got to ask. I can't wait to try the Model 3 performance. That's now 2.9 seconds in insane mode. I've currently got a white one, as you viewers to this channel will know, which is a 20,000 miles. Should I chop that in? I wonder what has this got on it on Autopilot. Have we got auto pieces? So if we just press that, I think it's just the standard auto steer. And so that's doing all right. I've set it to a maximum of 60. Well, the brakes work. How could you miss a massive red car? So anyway, we'll do that again. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, just cruising along. I mean, Teslas, they just feel glued to the road. No coughing or spluttering. This knows where it's going. Now, this is the thing. When it sees the traffic light, look, it's a red bar, and it actually it stops, and you have to kind of put your foot down. Mine does that as well. It's annoying. For those of you viewing this, our American cousins who are laughing at this, who are full FSD version 14.2.2.2 and just about to go into unsupervised driving mode because they've been testing, as we found out on this channel, you must be laughing. This can't even perform correctly in front of traffic lights. It just automatically stops and a red bar comes across the road, as we saw there. Hopefully in Europe we'll get approval, I think starting off in the Netherlands in February, for FSD to be launched in Europe, 14.2.2, too many twos. Then once that's got once the legislation has gone through that, then the rest of the countries in the EU follow. And as most of our laws over here photocopied from our time in the EU, it should be this year or early next year that Britain comes across to FSD, so we can have fully supervised driving, which basically means doing that, doesn't it? And making a cup of tea, because we're English, you know, and sipping it away with a bit of Battenberg cake. So, my conclusion then, whilst I've been yapping away like a little yapping dog, my conclusion is I've only had my Model Y since September. This model wasn't available at the time of ordering. If it had, I would have gone for it. I'm not going to part exchange the Model 3 for this, because the Model 3 performance is a lot quicker. So if I'm doing it just for the smiles on my face, I've already got the smiles on my face. But I really should test drive the Model 3 performance to see, obviously with the Highlander improvement, should I be going for that model, better soundproofing, etc., and is it a bit faster? So we'll test drive that, and we'll come to a conclusion together as a channel whether I should go for Model 3 performance. If I did, I'd go for exactly the same colour of this. Question, maybe the darker interior than the white, who knows? But that's a decision we can make together. But there's not too much. I mean, I put the booster pack on my Model Y, and apart from the Toy Town wheels on it, which look small, there's not much difference apart from the seats, which are great, but the seats are already great on the Model Y performance. So let's turn the music down. So I think I won't be upgrading to this, although it's beautiful. Now, to most non-Tesla users, they wouldn't notice the subtle difference between a all-wheel drive Model Y performance and a Model Y and the performance model, apart from the wheels if you look closely. And they go, oh, that one hasn't got noddy wheels on it. So it's only as connoisseurs of Tesla, or if you're new to Tesla, that you start noticing these things. And boy, do you notice them when you put your foot down. But in most driving situations, you're not doing that, are you? Apart from when you want to put a smile on your face. So yeah, that's it. Let's play a little bit of music now and just watch me drive back to the dealership. Here's a bit of a montage of that. And I'll join you next time on the Tesla channel. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and you can catch that Model 3 performance review, which I'll be doing tomorrow later on the channel. And unfortunately we're doing it at night time, and it is Britain in January, so it will be dark, but you will get to see the lovely lights where we can have a little bit of a disco and go insane together. You bring your right. Anyway, from a middle-aged, obviously frustrated white man, I bid you farewell. Here's the montage.